Kaijus. What's up? It's your boy, Kaiju Kong, aka 2K, emerging from the depths of sweet solitude to bring you some more Sigma soul sustenance. Alright guys, let me start with this. What you are about to learn today is so woke that no other content creator on YouTube, no other content creator on the web will teach you this. You're lucky you're watching this, you're the fortunate few. Heck, schools won't teach you this, your parents definitely won't teach you this. This is not even red pill. This is beyond being a pill in itself. This is the basic understanding of universal law, the way the world works. And once you understand this, you will better understand how to navigate the world. You're not going to be afraid of anything. Nothing will surprise you because you have expected it to come. Even with women, you'll understand why women don't like nice guys and why they go for certain types of guys. And if you follow these laws, you will become that type of guy that the women are drawn to, if that's your thing. But once you go beyond this, reaching this knowledge, this wisdom, you won't even be wanting women anymore. You're going to be living as a complete being. Those secret societies, particularly the Templars, they knew this. And this knowledge is not just given to anybody. You don't just stumble upon it. This knowledge is found. As they say, knock and the door shall be opened to you. You seek and you shall find. And up to this point in my life, I have sought for this answer. That's why I have been led to this country. Now, I'm not saying I am part of the Templars. That's beside the point. That's a video for another discussion. But what I'm saying is that the Templars have taught me something that made me understand the world better, and that's made me basically navigate the way that I have navigated up to this point. Now let's begin with this. What was the thing that the Templars sought above all things? You've heard it in stories. You've heard it in the tales of King Arthur and the Round Tables. What the thing was the Holy Grail, or as they say, the Holy Cup that Jesus used in the Last Supper. That's what most tales say. Now, Holy Grail is English. Where did the origin come from? French. French was Saint Grail. But the Templars, they like to hide things in plain sight. They're fond of doing that. They will put symbols that mean one thing to the uninitiated. A swan or a pelican pecking at its chest means a swan or a pelican picking at its chest. But for the initiated, a swan or a pelican picking at its chest, you will notice there are kid pelicans or swans below it, and that symbolizes sacrifice. The pelican will purposefully pick its chest to provide meat, to provide sustenance for its kids. It's a symbol of sacrifice, self-sacrifice for the others. In uninitiated, they just pass on that symbol. Now, the Holy Grail was a symbol of the Templars. Saint Grail was in fact not an acronym, but it was a play on words for the Latin, or French actually, Sang Real. Sang meaning blood, and Real meaning royal blood. Now, the royal blood is not the cup. The royal blood was what was contained in the cup. Now, for those of you who know about Leonardo da Vinci and the Da Vinci Code and all of that, they say that the cup represented the feminine. Why? Because the cup was in the shape of the uterus, the womb of a woman. Now, that far they got correct. But further on, they messed it up. Why do you think the Templars were mostly single? They never married. Templars were monks and warriors at the same time. They never married. And those who married, they strayed away from the path because they did not understand the code to the foundation. They were not wise enough to grasp it fully. And those who grasped it fully were able to live their life contently single. What the Templars understood was that it was not the cup that they were seeking. It was what was inside the cup, which was the holy blood. Not the Sang Grail, Holy Grail, but the Sang Real, the blood inside the cup. When you look at it this way, the universal law that they taught me was that the world exists in micros and macros. It's all the same. Therefore, when you take the world as a whole, the world works, the laws of nature are exactly the same in the macro, the world, as it is in the micro, a cell. When you look at a cell, when you look at it under the microscope, it looks almost exactly like the world at large. Therefore, if you look at something, you take anything from the world, like, let's say, for this example, the womb of a woman as Grail, Holy Grail, womb of a woman. It is exactly the right metaphor for the world itself. And once you understand that, that's step one. We are the sperm. We are the participants in this world. Therefore, what you are right now is basically a sperm in a pussy. You are in the Holy Grail. So therefore, all these knights that were searching for the Holy Grail, little did they know that they were in the Grail already. Thing they missed is that it was not the Grail they were supposed to be seeking for. It was the sang real, the holy blood. And what is the holy blood? Now that's where most people are stopped at. Holy blood is the legacy that you're supposed to reach in the womb. The holy blood is the egg. You as a sperm have to go all the way through the uterus, have to go first from the vagina into the cervix, the cervical canal, the uterus, fallopian tubes, and then finally to the egg. And after the 250 million sperm that are ejaculated initially into that vagina, like all of us in the world, every single day a bunch of kids are born. Just the same as the sperm. Every single day when a sperm, poof, it is ejaculated into vagina, 250 million of them. Like the world itself, you see? Micro and macro, very similar. And why only a few make it to leave a legacy, whereas the rest of the 249,999,999 die without a legacy, is because that one sperm understood, or he was made with the right genetics to become the winner. Now, this takes a little bit of thought on your part, but the reason why, when you understand this concept, you'll understand why women don't like nice guys and women go for certain types of guys, is because if you look at the world is feminine. It represents women. Feminine encloses, it allows you, it succumbs, it is nurturing, it is more soft, encompassing, like the world. But at the same time, feminine is chaos, so aside from it being nurturing, it can be also very hostile. Same as women. Now, one thing I want to get across to you guys is when you ejaculate sperm, the sperm are not just guys. Sperm are both male and they're also female sperm. There's the X sperm female and the Y sperm male. And you are watching this, you are the Y sperm. And the X sperm, apparently you beat them. Now the Y sperm, the male sperms, swim faster. The X sperms, the female sperms, last longer. They don't swim faster, but they last longer. That's the perk of being the female sperm. Now the Templars, like if you look at it in the macro, the Templars are the Y sperm. But the reason why they did not join with the female is because they were not looking to partner or to bond with a female in that life. Like in the sperm, it's ridiculous when you think about it this way. When you're a Y sperm, are you going to mate with an X sperm? No. Your mission is not to mate with the X sperm in the world, in that environment. Your goal is to get to the end, to fertilize the egg. The egg is the sang real, the holy blood. That was what you were there. That was what you were seeking. Now the world is exactly like the womb. It is not just a race for the sperms. No. The sperm are actually a foreign substance to the female body. Therefore, the female's immunity, the female's immune system actually tries to get rid of the sperm, actually hunts down the sperm and kills them. Just like the world is hostile. If you do not know what you're doing, the world will pick off the weak men and weak women. Sperms, when they go through the vagina, they go to the cervix, they go to the cervical canal. There's a lot of temptations. There's a lot of paths that leads left and right. They do not know exactly what's the right path to go. They just have to go forward. They have to make their own decisions. Usually it's the last ones who die off, just like in horror movies. The last guy in the line usually gets picked off by the ghost or gets picked off by the monster because he was too slow. It's the same in life. It's the same in the womb. Sperm is just one life. When you're in the balls, it's like you're in heaven. It's like you're a primordial substance, a spirit roaming the world. And when you're ejaculated, boom, you don't know what's happening. You're suddenly in a new world. You're in the vagina. You're like, whoa, what the fuck is this? It's like you're in a valley and you have to make it to the cervix. You move along, move along, move along. Everyone else is lost, but you move along this valley, and then there you see, above you, is the cervix. It's like an entrance. Now you cannot jump and reach for it. As you will see, in the womb and in life, you have to do your part first, and then nature will help you out at the right time. Because the cervix is like this. It's just like a hole in the sky, but you have to do your part first to get to that area beneath the hole in the sky, beneath the cervix, and then the cervix will release this sort of mucus, will help you. So in real life, what this means is you have to do the work first, and then nature will help you. Luck will happen, opportunities will show, and then you have to climb the ladder that goes into the cervix. But that's not over. The struggle never ends with every single phase in life that you go into, from the vagina to the cervical canal. In the cervical canal, there are little ducts and little canals that lead to nowhere. And most of the people who are stupid will go to these canals and end up in nowhere. But those who are direct and know what they're searching for, are purposeful, they will make it to the very end. That's why girls don't like nice guys, because nice guys, every single chance, every single distraction, every single temptation, they're nice, they will succumb. The women are like the feminine, it's like the leukocytes. They trap the invaders. They say, oh, look at my breasts, look at my melons, na. And then you're like, oh, it's a woman. So you go with the woman, but actually that woman takes you in and you're never gonna go out, my friends. Once you get married, you get a divorce, you get into debt, all your earnings down the drain. Your life is almost ruined. It's hard to make it back up. So there is no time to lose, no temptations that can be succumbed to. Don't even taste. Just go forward with your purpose. That's why women like men who are purposeful. That's why women like men who are not interested in them, because it shows that they are direct. It shows good quality sperm from the micro to the macro. Once you understand this, you'll understand how life works. Why opportunities are given to some and are declined to other people. The misconception is that the journey should be for the Holy Grail, for the womb, to get into the pussy. That's not the goal. The goal is not the sang Grail. The whole goal is to get to the sang Grail, holy blood. The holy blood is you molding yourself with the egg in order to become immortal. To become blood. Sperm is not blood. It's just a chromosome. It's just DNA. But when you join it with the DNA of the egg, it cultivates and then it becomes blood and flesh and bone. Once you understand that, you will see why life is the way that life is. Everything, it's universal law. Everything in the micro is the same as the macro. You take one thing, you blow it up 1,000,000 times. It's exactly like how the world works. It's exactly how the universe works. Every single day is a struggle. You think you're at the end when you go up into the sky, into the cervix. Nope. The cervical canal is hell as well. Once you get to the cervical canal, you go to the uterus. It's a big valley. You don't know exactly what's going on, where to go, where the fallopian tubes. Remember, fallopian tubes, there are 2 of them. How do you know whether to go to the left or the right? Of course, the nature or the female's nature, it helps you. The muscle contractions move the sperm in the right direction. But still, some sperm are stupid. And at the end of that road, there is a door. It's like a door. That only the right sperm, the ones who swim in a certain pattern, who are not random, the ones who are random, don't get through that door. It only opens up for the sperm who swim in a straight manner, who swim in a certain path, who are direct and straightforward. Not those who are here and then one day, oh, I don't think I'm penetrating well. Oh, let me go this way. Oh, no, let me go that way. It's like, oh, I'm with women. No, I'm not with women. Oh, I'm with the music. No, I'm not with music. Oh, I'm not. You cannot be everywhere at the same time. You have to be single, focused, single-minded in what you're doing. Direct. As I said, that's why the world likes this. World succumbs to men of purpose and direct action. The world is feminine. Therefore, if you take anything feminine, like a woman, The woman likes direct men, and the woman also likes men who are single-minded in their focus. And even once you go through that door, you go into the fallopian tubes. Actually, the fallopian tubes is like heaven. It's heaven to the sperm. It's perfect conditions. Nothing is attacking you anymore. The pH level is correct. The nutrition is correct. And sperm actually can stay in the fallopian tubes for a couple of hours, even days. That is like people who are successful in this world, the millionaires, the billionaires, or those who are free. They live a life of bliss, freedom, free from worries. They are independent financially. But many times this canal, this peaceful time, might allow them to forget their true purpose. This is the last test to see how strong your purpose really is. Because it is easy to want to escape when the conditions are tough. It's easy to move forward when the vagina is terrorizing you, the cervical canal is terrorizing you, there is trauma all along the way. It's easy to want to escape. It's easy to want to move forward. But what happens when you're in a comfortable spot? What happens when everything around you is nice and the conditions are prime and you can relax? Most of the sperm, at this point, they're around 20, 25 or 30, 50 maximum sperm that reach that point. And most of them relax. But only a few, suddenly, they remember like, whoa, I cannot relax. My goal is to get to the next step, to evolve, to become not just a sperm, but to become something bigger. That's when they start to race. Only the 5, they look at everyone else, the alphas and the sigmas, they look at everyone else. They're like, oh, these betas, they've been with us, but the thing that separates us from them is that them, in state of comfort, in a state of prime conditions, they relax and they forget their purpose. The quicker you can go as a sperm, the quicker you can go as a human from a state of comfort to try to get to the next level, that's what makes the winners from the losers. And the women, being the feminine, being the womb, being everything, they recognize this. They see, that guy is comfortable. But why do they like ambition? Why do they like ambitious men? Because they know that ambitious men, even if they are content in what they have, they're always hungry for that next level. They're always hungry for that next piece of knowledge, always hungry to go one more step further. So even if you're in a state of comfort, you eat. All right, as soon as I'm ready to go, I go for the egg. And those 5 sperm will race finally to the egg and only 1 will make it. Be there too early, you're gonna die. Be there too late, you're gonna die. It's everything according to timing. So what you can learn from this is that micro to macro, the constant thing in life is you do your part first. Focus on your mission. Be direct. Don't look at the temptations. Even if everything is hard, the temptations, those stray paths are like escapism, video games, masturbation, loose relationships, random relationships. Come to me. You don't have to. What is that fucking purpose? You don't even see it. And besides, even if there is a purpose, from here you have to go to there. It's a difficult road. And from there you have to go there. It's an even more difficult road. Those guys will try to kill you. And then from there it's hostile. But, we've never seen it, so probably it doesn't exist. What are you doing here for? And then the stupid sperm are probably going to say, oh yeah, you're right. Let's, okay, sure. I'm gonna stay with you. And then they embrace the sperm into eternal slumber. Sperm never makes it out alive. But you can be nice in saying that the same leukocyte will tell you the same temptations. But use a sperm is saying, nevertheless, thank you very much for the offer, but I'm good. I believe that there is something at the end of this road. I believe, without a doubt, that my goal, my immortality, my legacy lies ahead of me. Thank you very much for the offer, but I believe Billy Joe over there needs your comfort. I don't. I'm good. I'm gonna go. And then that leukocyte will remember you till the end of the days. It has Billy Joe in its embraces, has David in his embraces, has Johnny in his embraces, but it always remembers you because you passed it by. You were the one who said, I'm good. I'm just gonna go. You can be nice. You don't have to be rude. But as long as you're straightforward in your purpose, the world, women, everything feminine will respect you. Because you are in your masculine. That's why when you look at biology, look at the penis that's like that, erect. If it's like floppy all around, it's more feminine than it is masculine. Masculine is poof, erect, has to penetrate things. If you succumb to the leukocytes, succumb to the temptations in the womb, you are more feminine. You're like a limp dick. And of course, there are sperm that were unlucky. They were direct, but direct in the wrong reasons. That's why it also counts with your mentality. You have to know your intentions and your motivations. If your intentions are wrong, it drives you in the wrong directions. If your motivations are wrong, it drives you in the wrong directions. You have to know what you're searching for. That's why if 250 billion sperm, only one makes it to immortality. This is the next level of understanding. Once I understood this, I'm sure as you are now, you'll be able to approach life and navigate life with new eyes. Now, it is something difficult to really understand within 30 minutes of me talking to you about this. It's difficult. It took me a little bit longer. There are things that I'm omitting, things I'm hiding, because there are things that for an average person, I don't know who's watching this, but for an average person, you guys most probably cannot take. It needs days of thinking and reflecting on it and how to apply it to your life. So I hope this helped, guys. Let me stop there. And if you want more material like this, remember, lone wolves, you're different from the rest. Everyone else, they think mainstream. And as you saw with the story of the micro and the macro and the sperm, mainstream sperm die. They follow the wrong leader. They follow the masses. The masses, as you see, die. Why is it that only one makes it? And why is it that of the 250 billion, only like 1,000 make it even to the cervix? Don't follow the masses, guys. The lone wolves and the alphas, we're the ones who make it in the end. So if you like more content like this, do remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. And that's it, my friends. This is Kaiju Kong signing off. Do like and comment below. Stay strong and take care.